You want to know how to flirt without feeling awkward, without getting stuck in the friend zone, without using cheesy lines that make you feel like you're pretending to be someone else. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how, what most men get completely wrong, why it kills attraction before it even starts, and the simple 2-minute rule that changes everything, no matter your age, your looks, or where you're starting from. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll know how to create attraction naturally, how to build that electric energy women actually respond to, and how to guide conversations where you want them to go. But first, let me ask, where are you watching from today? Drop it in the comments. It's powerful to see men from all over the world on this same journey. And if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe, because here we break down confidence and connection in ways that are real, practical, and proven. Now, let's bust the biggest myth about flirting. Most men think it's about memorizing the perfect line, or they believe attraction only happens if you look a certain way. Some men even wait, hoping for the right moment, thinking they'll know when to turn on the charm. That mindset is exactly why so many men stay stuck. Here's the truth. The problem isn't bad lines, it's bad timing. Most men wait far too long before showing any playfulness. They spend the first 10, 20, sometimes even 60 minutes talking politely, asking about her job, her hobbies, her hometown, all very safe. But by the time they finally try to add something flirty, the energy has already flatlined. To her nervous system, it feels like a movie that starts as a documentary and suddenly tries to switch into a romantic comedy halfway through. It doesn't match, it feels off. And here's what's worse: hesitation sends a message that you're nervous, unsure, afraid of leading, and that drains attraction faster than anything. That's why we need the 2-minute rule. It solves both problems at once. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Rains, a board certified urologist with over a decade of experience, helping men feel strong, confident, and connected in every part of life. My focus is where physiology meets psychology, how your body, your hormones, your brain chemistry, and your communication style all come together to shape attraction and intimacy. So, what I'm sharing today isn't a gimmick, and it isn't manipulative. It's about aligning with how humans are biologically wired, so you can stop guessing and start creating real connection. Let's walk through the biggest mistakes men make, why they kill attraction, and how to fix them with the 2-minute rule. Mistake number one: waiting too long to flirt. Here's what happens with most men: they lead with safety, they open with questions about work, where she grew up, her favorite music, all perfectly polite. But biologically, here's what's happening: your nervous system is signaling caution. You're holding back. She feels that energy and mirrors it back. Emotionally, that sets you up as the safe guy. Nice, yes. Respectful, absolutely. But attractive? Not in the way you want. And practically, when you finally do try to add something flirty, maybe an hour later, it lands flat. I once worked with a client named Marcus. He matched with a woman online, met her for coffee, and spent an entire hour in friendly, safe conversation. Finally, he worked up the courage to compliment her smile. She said thanks, and the energy went nowhere. The fix? The 2-minute rule. Within the first 2 minutes, introduce just one small, playful moment. It doesn't have to be bold or risky, just a hint of man to woman energy. So the frame is set correctly from the start. Mistake number two: waiting for the perfect moment. This one trips men up constantly. They tell themselves, I'll wait until she seems more comfortable, or I'll know when the time is right. But here's what actually happens: the longer you wait, the more pressure builds in your own nervous system. Your heart rate goes up, your palms sweat, your words get stiff. Biologically, hesitation floods your body with cortisol, the stress hormone, and that suppresses your natural testosterone-driven confidence. She feels that shift immediately. To her, it doesn't read as thoughtful. It reads as uncertain. The fix? Realize the perfect moment doesn't exist. If she's still talking to you, that is your green light. You don't wait for the moment. You create it by adding a playful beat earlier than feels comfortable. Mistake number three: relying on only one flirting tool. Some men rely only on teasing. Others stick only to compliments. Some try one funny line and then run out of gas. That's like going to the gym and only working your biceps. You'll build one muscle, but the rest stays weak. Biologically, using only one tool creates monotony. The brain craves novelty. It lights up dopamine pathways when there's variety. Emotionally, when you mix tools, she feels your confidence and playfulness is dynamic, not one note. Practically, this keeps the conversation fun instead of predictable. The fix: rotate between at least two or three tools. Playful assumptions, absurd answers, gentle teases, mild challenges, thoughtful compliments, and light, respectful touch. When you mix them, the vibe stays fresh and magnetic. Here's what I want you to do this week. Practice the 2-minute rule in every new conversation. Not just romantic ones. Train your timing, not just your lines. Add one playful assumption or absurd answer in the first few minutes. Mix in one tease or mild challenge later. Keep compliments thoughtful and specific. And above all, breathe, smile, and stay curious. You don't need 50 tricks, just 2 to 3 tools. Used early and naturally, will shift how women respond to you. And let me pause here because I know some of you might feel nervous about this. Maybe you've been rejected before. Maybe you feel like the best years are behind you. Maybe you worry that you're too old for this game. Friend, let me reassure you. Attraction isn't reserved for 20-year-olds. Women don't respond to six-packs or perfect hair as much as they respond to energy, confidence, and presence. Small changes in how you carry yourself, how you breathe, how you speak in the first 2 minutes can change the entire trajectory of how women see you. So here's my closing thought. Flirting isn't about tricks. It isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about showing up as the confident, playful man you already are. Just a little earlier than feels comfortable. Remember the rule. Within 2 minutes, show a spark. Rotate 2 or 3 simple tools. Keep it light, respectful, and fun. Do that. And you'll never be trapped in the friend zone again. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more science-backed advice on confidence and connection, and share this with a friend who needs it. And as always, remember, age is not the end of vitality. With a few small shifts, you can have more comfort, freedom, and confidence than you've ever had. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Rains, and I'll see you in the next video.